All right, man. So it won't be Lakers in 5. It won't be Lakers in 5. That's pretty much what the case is right now. And you saw how this game played out with the Rockets winning 99-93. And you had to think while this game was happening, it's like, all right, do the Rockets actually have a chance here? Like, actually have a chance to win this series? Which, as we know, no team in NBA history has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. It is crazy that it's gone this long, but it's also the history is not on the Rockets' side right now. But I think everybody thought going into this series, especially with all of the injuries that the Lakers had, no Luka, no Reeves, that the Rockets were going to win this series. They were the better team, even when Kevin Durant went out with his knee injury at first, and then I guess his ankle and bone bruise after that. And so it's crazy to think, but it looks like they have a chance here. Because what made LeBron James and Marcus Smart so good in games 1, 2, and 3, how they ended game 3, was their IQ. They've been in the playoffs for a lot of, LeBron James has done it more than anybody in NBA history. And Marcus Smart has been on those Celtics teams, which they were always in the conference finals at least while he was there. So they've played so many playoff games. And DeAndre Ayton, he's been to the finals. It all plays a part. They had the IQ, they had the playoff experience, and they were able to lean on that. And that's kind of where you saw that meltdown in game 3 for the Houston Rockets, where they didn't know how to close out a playoff game. They didn't have it. And most of the guys out there haven't played that many playoff games. And the Lakers did. They knew how to keep going. And so that is now shifting here. Because as this series goes on and goes longer, we go from IQ being the advantage as the other team learns more and learns more how to handle situations to the younger team being able to recoup faster for these games, being able to, just outwork their opponent, which is kind of what we're seeing now. LeBron James in games 4 and games 5 just now is completely different from what he was in game 1, game 2, and game 3. The guy looks worn down now. And you can't take anything away from him because he's 41 years old. You can't expect him to lead the team in this situation, which is not even what he expected. He put himself in a situation to where he could be the third option on a playoff team with Luka and Austin Reeves being the 1-2 options for the Lakers. But right now, it looks like he's wearing down. That's what it looks like. We didn't get to see vintage LeBron in this game where he takes over in the fourth quarter. A guy that just bulldozes his way to the rim. He's not doing that. Instead, he's shooting a lot of three-pointers. He shot 6 3-pointers in this game and missed every single one of them. He just looked tired, hitting the front of the rim a lot of times there. His legs are gone, seems like. And like I said, you can't really take anything away from him. But the reason I point that out is that's the shifting point for this series. That's the shifting point. And so the Lakers are going to have to find some urgency if they want to win game 6. Find some urgency. Find some juice, something to get them motivated to where they can handle these stretches, and handle what the Houston Rockets are going to bring to them. Because game 6 is going to be raucous in Houston's arena. I think they're starting to believe as well that, all right, it's time to come back and do this. We have a chance. Austin Reeves returned in this game, and it wasn't even like he was able to get acclimated with the team because he immediately played some of the most minutes for the Lakers. You look at what Austin Reeves did tonight. He scored 22 points, and it was on 34 minutes off the bench. He shot 4 of 16. It's not the Austin Reeves that we've been accustomed to seeing for the Lakers. But he's coming off an oblique strain. He's coming off of pretty much just jumping right back in to a playoff series that's in the midst of the biggest battles. Because the hardest thing to do in sports, everybody always says, is to put a team away. That final game is the hardest thing to do because the other team is playing for pride now. They're playing to not lose and have their season end. And so there's always just going to be a little extra gear, which is why you have to put them away early. The Lakers had a good first quarter. But from there on, the Rockets just outscored them. Just outscored them in every way. And they just couldn't come back from it. And which is crazy because I have to ask myself this question as well watching this game. Are these Rockets better without Kevin Durant? Like offensively, it seems like guys understand what they're supposed to be doing, where they're supposed to be on the floor, and how to handle certain situations. I mean, it's crazy to think that because Kevin Durant is just like one of the greatest scorers of all time. Like, I think everybody understands that. But sometimes you wonder, do the Rockets think that as well? So when Kevin Durant comes up there and gets the ball, he's at the elbow, do they just become stagnant because they just expect Kevin Durant to score those jump shots, to score those baskets, to find a way to get to the rim if he needs to? But when it's Sengun at the corner of the elbow, the free throw line in the post, they know the cut. They know where to go. They know what to do on offense. And you see Jabari Smith having a good shooting night, being able to score from outside. Eason getting into the action as well, looking really good. It's kind of weird because when Kevin Durant came back for game 2, they didn't look this good offensively. It's kind of strange because even at the end of the regular season, Kevin Durant was the guy that was kind of leading them into this situation where they were playing really good down the stretch. And now it's like it's shifted when it got to the playoffs where, you know, it becomes more about chess and understanding what to do. It's kind of strange, man. It's kind of strange. And so now it's all about, can the Rockets make history here? Can they make history? They're already the 16th team to force a game 6 after going down 3-0 in a series. Now they're trying to be the 5th team in NBA history to force a game 7. And so you kind of wonder, how do they get there? Because it takes a step. You got to get there first before you can win the series. They have to get off to a good start. They have to have game 6. They're at home. Put the pressure on the Lakers immediately. They have to put the pressure on the Lakers immediately. Get out there, have your crowd, get into the game early, and pretty much play off of that. And they got to wear down LeBron James. What you're seeing from Sengun is what I saw from Sengun in game 5 was a lot of times he was backing LeBron down very aggressively. Doing something like that is exactly what they need to do because LeBron James is also playing Father Time in this. Wearing him down is a lot more easier to do. This ain't 2016. 2016, LeBron having this Lakers team, it would have been a sweep. I mean, that's just what it is. 10 years ago, this would have been a sweep. But he's just not the same LeBron at this point. He's just not. And so wearing down LeBron James and forcing him to be more of a passer, more, passive in this game, not as aggressive, and you'll have your chance. You'll see those moments where Reed Sheppard did in game 5 where he was able to pretty much get his get back for game 3 and rip LeBron after he made a jump shot. LeBron comes down the court with the ball. Reed just shoots and grabs the ball from him. That's somebody being tired. LeBron James is tired to be that careless with the ball in that situation of the game to where Reed Sheppard can just come straight down and rip the ball away from him and score pretty much the game-sealing bucket there. It was like the clinching bucket. And so it's a crazy situation that we're in because you think about how great LeBron James is, and it would be weird if he's the one that's on the other side of being the first team to blow a 3-0 lead in NBA history. It's not something you ever thought of because at one point in time, LeBron had never even lost in the first round. That didn't happen until he got to the Lakers and he was, past his prime and so to speak. So is it time to hit the panic button? I think is the next question to ask here. Like I said, history is on the Lakers side. So I don't think so just yet. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm worried. I'm worried for the Lakers at this point. Because if they play like that again, and the turnaround is so quick once we get to this point, because the NBA has to get through these games to get to the next round. The turnaround is so quick that I'm pretty much worried, especially for LeBron James and how he's going to handle this situation, just athletic wise. He got an alley-oop. I think it was from Austin Reeves in this game where Austin Reeves threw it up and LeBron went up to dunk it with one hand and it hit off the front of the rim before it went into the hoop. Like, back in the day, that was easy money for him. That was easy money. So it's just different now. It's just different. Are they going to get Luka back? Are they going to need Luka to come back in this? It would seem like that would mess up the rhythm because they're so far into this. But it's like you need to find some youth somewhere. You got to find some points. And Luka's their best player. I mean, that's just what it is. So bringing him back, yes, you'll be worse defensively, but they're going to need the offense if they can't find a way to outsmart the Houston Rockets at this point. Because it seemed like the Rockets learned from their Game 3 mistake. You saw it in this game. They put this game away, knew how to take care of the ball at the end, and just do what they needed to do. So do the Houston Rockets have a chance to do this? I think so. And it's going to be fun to see if they can do it. Thanks for watching this video. Hey, we're on the road to 500 subscribers. So like and subscribe if you liked it. Appreciate it.